Hey Cancer, welcome to your monthly reading for June. I am Charlene Lizette. Whether you are new or whether you are returning, a massive thank you to you. Either way, I hope you click subscribe and become a part of our collective. All right, Cancer, we pull out 3 cards for career finances, 3 cards for general overall energy, 3 cards for love and romance in these monthly readings. So get comfortable, tune in, listen up, and let's see what the cards have in store for you this month. So there's a couple of things that we are going to talk about. That Ten of Swords really wanted to come out, which I'm not mad about it because, yeah, I'll tell you why in a minute. Astrologically, June and July are going to be very transformative months. I don't think they're going to be the easiest months for the world. However, it is in hardship where millionaires, billionaires, successful people are made. And so you got to play your cards right. You got to move with discipline, with structure, and you got to move remembering, because we've been preparing for this since January, December, January. I've been talking to you guys about this. Jupiter is entering into your sign in tropical astrology. That is a big flipping deal. Don't say I didn't warn you. Jupiter in your sign, okay, says the following. 1, it's exalted, so it is living its best life. 2, it can make you very nostalgic. 3, it can make you very, very fertile. And fertility doesn't just speak about babies, literal birth. It talks about womanhood, because Cancer is all about womanhood. It's true divine feminine essence. Women are the portal between the ethereal and this world, right? We bring children into this world. And I understand that not all women have that capacity. That doesn't make them any less women, okay? What I am going to say is that if you have a flower down there, for the next year, you can tune in, tap in, and harness that energy. Jupiter, the great benefic, which in the ancient times was known as God energy, is blessing the Cancerian energy. Cancer is mother. It is the womb. It is earth. Now, June starts off a bit rough. We've got these really challenging aspects towards Jupiter. And so I'm not going to be like, yeah, oh my God, it's going to be rainbows and lollipops and gumdrops. But I am going to say that for you, Cancer, it is the precipice, the turning point, the moment in time that you have been waiting for to really step into this version of yourself that no longer experiences hardship, difficulty, and challenges. And if you do, because life is always going to life, you're going to have the tools, the wherewithal, the knowledge, the sacred wisdom, the capacity, the self-trust, the confidence to work together with the universe and manifest your dreams. In your career, in your finances, we have the King of Pentacles, Temperance, and the Ten of Swords. You are so done with playing small. You are so done with the ebbing and flowing, the scarcity, the challenges, the obstacles when it comes to your money, or even staying silent when it comes to your career. You're in this place right now where you're ready to shine your light, where you're ready to be the boss, where you're ready to focus on the financial stability, the security in your life. And for a lot of you Cancers, this means changing your careers. Jupiter will be supportive of you. Look, I'll give you an example. If you have Pisces rising, Jupiter is hitting your 5th house, okay? When Jupiter is in the 5th house in the sign of Cancer, it's going to literally pour in creative ideas for you, downloads, spiritual information, just all these visions. If you have a Cancer rising, I will share with you that when Jupiter transited my 1st house back in 2021, I think it was 2021, yeah. We'll have to do some math to figure that out. That is when I went viral on social media. That is when my business took off. I've been telling you to prepare for this for a reason, okay? This is a moment of change. The hardship, the difficulties, the ebbing and flowing, the patience, the alchemy, all that stuff is finally paying off. It comes with a debt that you have to pay to the universe. And that debt is that the old way of living, Cancer, is done. Death. You cannot expect to evolve, to grow, and continue to be the past version of you. You're going to have to sacrifice. You're going to have to be disciplined. You're going to have to make some changes. I am learning that endings are merely beginnings. Stellium. This is when there is 3 or more planets, a concentration of energy in a specific sign in a house. Well, for some of you, this could have to do with Aries because Aries has Saturn and Neptune. For others of you, it could have to do Cancer. Maybe you have a stellium in Cancer. You're going to have to look at your chart, or you can book a session with me down in the description box below for that, okay? The King of Wands, the Strength card, and the 6 of Swords, all right? This is going to be indicative of the crazy, powerful transformation, the change that is happening. The massive life changes that are occurring here for you. Strength, discipline, focus, courage, transmuting your mind. If you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling challenges, if you're feeling difficulties, this is the month where you gain the clarity, when you do the work to gain that clarity. We're going to return to our video in just a second. However, if you are currently going through something difficult or challenging and you are seeking some guidance and some clarity, don't worry, I got you. Even though I'm super connected to Source, I too have moments where I require support, clarity, and direction. And that's actually what led me to today's sponsor, Psychic Source. I needed some guidance, so I turned to Psychic Source and connected with one of their thoroughly vetted, trusted spiritual advisors. You can read real reviews, choose someone who resonates with you, and get the insight you are looking for. You all know I have someone very close to me who has been navigating some tough times, and I felt unsure about how to best support them. So I reached out to an advisor and asked for guidance, not just about their path, but how I could show up for them in the most loving and helpful way. The advice they gave me helped me understand what they're going through on a deeper level and how I could support them in a way that's grounded and aligned. Psychic Source's platform is super easy to use. You can connect with an advisor instantly, and I felt completely supported through the whole experience. If you're feeling unsure, heavy, or just need clarity, whether it's about love, your career, your life purpose, or how to support someone you care about, I highly recommend checking it out. The best part, Psychic Source is offering my community, that's right, you guys, a special promotion where you can experience Psychic Source yourself for just $19.80 for 40 minutes. That is a $240 value, which is incredible. So you can use this link right here. It's also in the description box below, the first link, to try out Psychic Source yourself and get that clarity, that guidance that you are seeking. And if for whatever reason you don't feel that the connection is right, they offer a satisfaction guaranteed, so you don't have to worry. I loved my experience. I truly trust and recommend Psychic Source. So big thank you to Psychic Source for sponsoring today's video. Now let's get back to your June monthly reading. One of my favorite cards in this deck, Baby Steps. Action. Follow your intuition before it makes sense. You got to listen to that intuition. You got to lean in. Also, the fact that you got Aphrodite, okay? Aphrodite is an amulet connected to Aphrodite, the goddess of love, beauty, harmony. Wrong deck. When Aphrodite shows up as an amulet, she is reminding you of your self-worth, your self-value, your self-respect, of showing up tuned in, tapped into your personal power, not giving your power away to others. The sun in Sagittarius, this is one of my favorite decks. I haven't memorized it yet though, like there's a lot to read, and I only use it for the monthlies. It's like a special card. Let's see. Sun in Sagittarius. It says enthusiasm, which is beautiful. The enthusiasm card in a reading predicts a drive to continue education and to keep up renewed interest in philosophical, religious, or ethical concepts. The downside of this card is the chance that one is about to let out a home truth that might hurt someone's feelings. Splendid opportunities, a contract aboard, the perspective of long-distance travel, a new philosophy, optimism about a new project. To me, this is an indication that you are, for many of you, you're changing. You're stepping into your life purpose, your career, right? And so the old way, the smaller ways that you've been playing here, Cancer, they're done. Do you get what I'm saying? They're finito. No existen más, which means it doesn't exist anymore. The Knight of Wands, Five of Swords to the Queen of Swords in your love and romance. Talk about breaking free from the obstacles, the challenges, the hardships. I've got a feeling here. The Emperor here and the Nine of Swords. A lot of you are no longer entertaining riffraff. I don't buy that. When it comes to love, a lot of you this month are putting your foot down, you're turning around, you're really stepping into this transformative energy and going, wait, What parts of my life am I seeking massive transformation? What parts of my life am I seeking to evolve? What is this going to require me? It's almost like maybe before you were like, no, I don't want the discipline. No, I don't want the hard work. No, I don't want these things. Whereas now you're like, yes, I'm ready. Yes, I'm here. Yes, I'm going to make it happen. The Six of Swords to the Knight of Wands. Yeah, you're like, I'm not interested in situationships. I'm not interested in friends with benefits. I'm not even interested in entertaining relationships that don't have like long-term potential. Emperor, Three of Pentacles. You're being very disciplined here in your love life. Nine of Swords, Two of Cups. With the Five of Swords here, you could even be breaking up with somebody where, you know, before this month, it might have been very, very hard for you to let them go. And now you're like, no, Char, I'm done. Like, I'm done. I love this energy, Cancer. I know it's not like, wow, rainbows, lollipops, la, 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 la. But this is like a reclamation of your power, babe. This is you turning around and going, I'm the boss. You know, I'm making stuff happen for myself. I'm going to leverage this Jupiterian energy and manifest my dream life. And that is the best vibrational frequency to be at, Cancer. I promise you that. If you want to work with me in any capacity, it's down in the description box below. Ditto to pick up your amulet. Here is this video to help you with manifesting your dream life. Thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscribes. So you'll see you later, alligators. Peace out. Bye.